TikTok literally changed the whole underground scene as we know it. Whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny the fact that TikTok changed music forever. TikTok has made it easier to blow up in the underground scene. Back in the day, being an underground rapper meant you performing in the Discord server in front of your friends, struggling to get your music heard by thousands across the world. But now, you can post a snippet in your bedroom, the algorithm blesses you, and suddenly you're performing shows in a country that you can't even pronounce. Like, it's genuinely crazy, and this is a reality for many artists. You don't need a label or anything. Artists like Yeat, Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, Osama Sun, Xavier So Based, Che, Netspend, and so many more are victims of this. Yo, music got shorter because our attention spans are fried. Like, y'all notice how songs are much shorter nowadays? X and Sex by Osama Sun is the best example of this. I remember hearing this snippet and I really fucked with it. But when the song dropped, it was literally the whole snippet. Like, songs nowadays are like 30 seconds to a minute long, minimum, maybe even lower. But why is that? Our attention span. People usually only hear the best 10 to like 12 seconds of a song on TikTok. It's like hearing a fire snippet, then when the song drops, you don't really like most of the song, and it just doesn't really hit like that moment that you heard, like those 10 seconds that you heard in the snippet. And that's the case for a lot of artists in the underground scene, unfortunately. Labels also figured out that shorter songs equals to more loops, and that equals to more money. So now rappers really be like, yo, why would I make a whole song talking about some BS when I can just make a catchy hook then dip? Songwriting is dead. We all just trying to vibe for real. Like, no Kendrick, I'm not trying to hear how you freed the slaves, buddy. The other reason why TikTok has changed the underground scene is the snippets and the leaks. Our scene is full of artists that spam that mysterious gimmick thinking they're Playboy Cardi and they're not trying to drop music. They preview a snippet and we don't get it, and then it gets leaked, and then the cycle repeats again. Nowadays, artists' most popular songs aren't even released. Pissy Pamper, for example, when that song got leaked, that shit hit like crack in the 80s, bro. Unfortunately, due to sample clearances, it never got an official release. And another reason is anyone can blow up. Like, literally nowadays, you do not need a label, you do not need a studio, you just need that one moment that will change your entire life. Do y'all genuinely get how crazy that is? Like, man, I'm sure artists back in the 90s would do anything for this, because I bet you it was definitely not this easy to blow up back in the day. You could be recording a song while you're taking a dump, and if TikTok fucks with that song, you're performing at Rolling Loud next year, I bet you, bro. Netspend is a really good example. He was making music off BandLab, and one snippet hit Twitter and his career took off. It's easier to blow up, yes, but it's harder to stay relevant. One day you're famous, then like after a few days your viral moment is off. It really depends on how you capitalize on your viral moment. Artists who blow up quickly struggle because they don't actually have a fan base, they don't have a solid discography. Labels put pressure on them to recreate that viral moment. The audience only knows 8 seconds of their entire discography. Hear me out, there is still a clone/homage problem in the scene, but TikTok has made artists become more creative, experimental, niche, and authentic. And I'm not talking about that nigga too slimy, that nigga's ass. You can build your personality online by showing your lifestyle, behind the scenes, unreleased music, and just so much more. A perfect example of this is Xavier So Based. I feel like his audience really resonates with his music because of how authentic he is. Being a relatable person automatically just helps you build a loyal fan base. I'm not talking about pretending to be cool or flexing for clout or even acting like someone you're not, but just showing people who you are, letting people vibe with that for real. If people can resonate with your music, it will build engagement, and that will help you get discovered and go viral. Even if you're freestyling on an ass mic you got off eBay, you can still get eyes on your music, bro. Like, take Lock 40 for example. Being authentic also makes your fans actually connect with you. Think of all the mainstream underground artists, people who follow them because they see who the artist really is. Fans like seeing the vibe, the behind the scenes stuff, all of the stuff, When you show your real self, people feel like they know you for real, and that's what makes them stick around. Unfortunately, it could also bring a lot of parasocial fans. Authenticity can also influence your music style. When you stay true to yourself, you're more likely to experiment with new flows, unique beats, or niche sounds because you're making music you actually like. It creates long-term momentum. Viral trends come and go, but people who resonate with your personality and artistry stick around. In short, be yourself, be real, and let your energy show. Don't try to copy trends for clout. if you try to copy another artist just to go viral, it usually doesn't work, or you just get called out for being a clone. In my opinion, being a clone as an underground rapper can really mess with your long-term momentum and longevity as an artist because you aren't being authentic and creative. You see, for a long time, underground music has had this weird vibe where everyone was trying to sound like mainstream rappers or chase labels and studio perfection. But it doesn't really matter anymore. TikTok doesn't care about polished vocals or fancy studios. Like, you could literally just blow up off a song made in BandLab. I have so many examples like Netspin. Netspin actually blew up off BandLab. Even Glock 40, before he got locked up, he used to make music with the shitty mic and he still blew up, and people still go back to his old music and really fuck with it more than some of his new shit, you know. So it doesn't matter whether your vocals are polished or you have a fancy studio, because what matters is that real energy and that personality and being authentic, you know. Nowadays, the exposure you can get from TikTok can spread your music across countries like overnight. Like, it could just be an overnight sensation. Like, you could post a snippet today and by tomorrow it's literally trending everywhere. It can be used on many TikToks and you just go viral, you know. Fans can discover niche or diverse sounds. Snippets create anticipation. People will hear 50 seconds of a song and memes will be made using that audio, making the song even more popular before release. For example, Bullymon drops a song, someone makes a meme with that sound and it just goes viral everywhere. Now I'm talking about, y'all know that Baloney song, like I'm sure y'all know it. It just be going viral on some memes and stuff, so it just goes viral everywhere. And that goes for literally most underground artists. Even Made Some Plans by Osama Sun was trending a few months ago when a girl did a cover of the song, and even some people enjoyed the cover of the girl more than Osama's version, which is completely okay, bro. Them niggas is just crazy, to be honest. TikTok has speeded up the spread of new sounds and trends like nothing else. New flows, new beats, and styles are constantly getting exposure. Innovation is happening faster than ever in the underground scene, you know. Fans can make duets like the girl that song Made Some Plans by Osama Sun, reaction videos, and remixes when your song drops. Yo, it's not all good though. First off, the shorter songs trend is real. Underground rappers are making shorter songs and it can be catchy, but creativity is also lost. That's why songs in the underground can sound the same sometimes, because they are putting in less effort. They'll rely on the snippet to carry the song, but it can make the song feel repetitive or predictable. Another reason is TikTok fame doesn't equal real life fans. You might blow up off a snippet, get thousands of likes, have your song used in millions of videos, but that doesn't mean people are actually supporting you or following your career long term. Some artists peak in terms of going viral online, but they struggle to turn all that hype into streams, merch sales, and concert attendance. There's also mad pressure to go viral that can kill creativity. Anyone can blow up nowadays, so it's much harder to stand out. Some artists prioritize trends and going viral over their long-term career, which can make sustaining the career pretty hard. And this goes to show that most underground artists feel as if when they have a viral song, they can host big shows, and like they can't really fill up those venues that they want to fill up, because they aren't as big as they think they are, because it doesn't really translate to having real life fans, you know. Like, even artists like Playboi Carti was struggling to sell out a stadium. I think with his first Antagonist tour, he couldn't sell out that stadium, so he had to cancel it. And that has happened with so many bigger artists. So it's a huge problem in the underground scene, because I personally feel like the underground specifically should just stick to like smaller venues, because it's just better. Like, it's just much better. Like, you can like fan interaction, it's just way better. The vibes are just like way better in like smaller venues, you know. Some artists prioritize trends and going viral over their long-term career, which can make sustaining their career harder. When one snippet goes viral, other artists copy. That can lead to similar beats, flows, and reducing that diversity. But do y'all think the good outweighs the bad? Comment down below what you think. I'd love to hear your opinion. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.